Imagine a thriving city, its streets alive with merchants, priests, and children laughing as they chase each other between towering stone temples. Its people mastered agriculture, art, and astronomy, leaving behind monuments so sophisticated they still baffle scientists today. And then, silence. No war records, no cataclysm carved into their walls, no gradual decline that history can trace. One day, this great civilization was simply gone. What do you think could wipe out an entire society without leaving a clear explanation? Share your theories in the comments as we unravel one of history's most haunting mysteries, the story of the ancient civilization that suddenly vanished. To find our answer, we must journey to the humid lowlands of what is now modern-day Guatemala, Belize, and southern Mexico. Here, beneath dense rainforests, lie the skeletal remains of grand stone cities, Tikal, Palenque, Copán, once the beating heart of the Maya civilization. For nearly 2,000 years, the Maya built one of the most advanced societies in the ancient world. They charted the movements of the planets with astonishing precision, created a complex calendar system, developed their own written language, and engineered massive cities without the use of metal tools, wheels, or beasts of burden. But sometime between the late 8th and early 9th centuries, something happened. These once mighty cities were abandoned. Temples stood unfinished. Thrones were left empty. The vibrant trade networks that had connected hundreds of city-states fell apart. The people who had recorded everything from kings' births to eclipses stopped writing. The Maya, who had survived for centuries, vanished from their urban centers almost as if they had walked away overnight. How could a civilization so advanced collapse so completely? Some historians believe for decades that the Maya fell victim to constant warfare. After all, inscriptions show kings boasting about battles, prisoners, and sacrifices. But wars alone don't explain why entire regions, covering hundreds of miles, emptied out. Others argue that the Maya faced a severe, prolonged drought. Deep within the sediments of ancient lakes, scientists discovered evidence of a century-long period of intense dryness during the same time the great cities were abandoned. Crops would have failed. Famine could have weakened the population. Starving citizens might have turned against their rulers. Yet here's where the story twists. The Maya didn't truly disappear. Their descendants still live throughout Central America today. They speak over 30 Maya languages and maintain traditions that trace back thousands of years. So what really vanished was not a people, but a system. A network of massive city-states and centralized kingship that once dominated the region. The question becomes, why did they abandon urban life on such a huge scale? One compelling theory suggests that the Maya became victims of their own success. Their population may have grown so large that they stripped the land of resources, cutting down forests to make way for farmland, using limestone to build temples, and burning wood to cook food and create plaster. As forests disappeared, rainfall patterns might have changed, making drought even worse. Soil became exhausted, food grew scarce, political power fractured as city-states turned on each other, each desperate to survive. Imagine being a farmer in the year 820 CE. Your maize fields have withered, your children are hungry, taxes are higher than ever because your king needs to fund wars and temple construction to appease the gods. Priests demand blood sacrifices to bring rain, but the skies stay dry. You look at the Great Pyramids and wonder, why are we feeding the elite while our families starve? Perhaps you abandon the city. Perhaps thousands do the same. What looks like a sudden disappearance in the archaeological record might have been families quietly walking away, one by one. And yet, even this isn't the whole story. Some Maya cities, especially in the northern Yucatan, continued to thrive long after the southern lowland collapse. Chichen Itza rose to power centuries later. If drought and overpopulation were the only causes, why did some areas survive while others didn't? Was there something unique about the southern kingdoms? Perhaps their political rivalries, their dependence on fragile ecosystems, or even disease outbreaks that struck their dense urban populations? Adding to the mystery are signs that not all was peaceful at the end. Archaeologists have found evidence of burned temples, toppled statues, and hastily abandoned palaces. Were rebellions erupting? Did commoners overthrow their rulers? Or did invading forces from outside the Maya world take advantage of their weakened state? We may never know every detail, but the disappearance of these great cities wasn't a single event. It was a storm of crises, political, environmental, and social, converging all at once. The ruins themselves still whisper clues. Hieroglyphic staircases tell stories of ambitious kings locked in endless wars. Reservoirs built to store water hint at desperate attempts to survive drought. Bones reveal malnutrition, while pollen records show a landscape once lush with forests turning into fields, then bare soil. Piece by piece, scientists reconstruct the final centuries of the classic Maya era like a massive puzzle, each artifact a fragment of a world on the edge of collapse. And yet, in the heart of the jungle, nature slowly reclaimed it all. Vines wrapped around temples, monkeys swung from crumbling palaces. The sound of rituals and markets faded into the calls of birds and howler monkeys. By the time Spanish explorers stumbled upon Maya ruins centuries later, they could hardly believe that such a powerful civilization had once existed in what now seemed like untouched wilderness. Perhaps what makes the Maya collapse so haunting is that it's not just an ancient story, it's a mirror. A society at the height of its power, capable of extraordinary achievements, falls because it pushes its environment, and maybe itself, too far. It's a warning written in stone, one that echoes across 1,000 years. So what do you think truly happened? Was it climate change, war, rebellion, or something we haven't even imagined yet? Leave your theory in the comments. And remember, civilizations may rise and fall, but their lessons remain for those who choose to listen. If you found this story fascinating, help us keep exploring the mysteries of the past. Like this video, share it with others who love history, and make sure to subscribe to Time's Battlefield for more journeys into the rise and fall of ancient civilizations.